I'm not a big stat guy, but some of them kind of stand out. Just disappointing, it's embarrassing how we just failed to execute and didn't have anything that was really good. I mean, coaching wasn't good, playing wasn't good. They didn't never even had a punt. They didn't punt one time. Had 33 first downs. We only had 14 first downs. Just a lot of things to fix. And there's, I know coming in, we don't have a big margin for error, because, we're a little nicked up and stuff like that. So I don't want to say you got to play perfect, but you certainly got to play better than what we did today to beat a good Utah team. So, and we got a short week. So I don't think anybody in that locker room will lay down or quit or anything like that. And it's my job to make sure we get this going in a better direction in the next 4 days, because we got a short week to get going against another really good team at their place. So we'll work hard to get it fixed in a hurry.
Rich, I'm sure we'll get to offense, but start with defense. Were you a little surprised? Because your defense played generally pretty well.
We had played. I thought we had played pretty consistent and played well in a lot of our games, but not today. Was, we were leaving guys wide open and missing tackles and giving up deep balls. I thought there was a couple of times we had a chance to make a play on the ball. We didn't quite do it. So it was not good.
How do you think of Khalil Wilkins?
I think he competed well for a young guy. He's getting his first action, and thought he ran hard. A couple of throws probably would like to have back, or we missed a couple easy ones there, but I was proud of the way he competed.
Rich, you mentioned the injuries and kind of being undermanned a lot, even going into the week, but after the last couple of weeks, how much do you think even having everybody at full strength would have made a difference, since the scores are still 30-point plus differentials?
You want me to be a hypothetical answer, give you a hypothetical answer to a hypothetical question? I mean, when you get beat like that, whether that makes a difference or not, I don't. Did you hear me say that injuries were the reason we lost? No. But it's a known. It makes it more difficult, more challenging, but you could overcome them.
Do you take anything away? You had some good receiver play here and there from Cam, from Rodney. You had Khalil look good when he came in at quarterback. A couple new offensive linemen got some reps, and the offense was moving. Do you take anything positive away from that to build on? You do.
Yeah, sure. I think you take whatever you can positive. There's not a whole lot from this game, but we'll watch the film, and I don't think we were as physical maybe in the front on either side in the first half, of course, but we'll see who played well watching the film and kind of go from there. I mean, Kimo was out and Landon was out, and that was Landon's already out, but Kimo got out in the first half. So are there opportunities for guys to see what they can do? And we don't have an open date until after this one. So the open date will help us, I think. But right now we got a short week for a good team. So we're not gonna just sit back and say woe is me. We're gonna get back to work right away and come up with an idea or a plan to try to help us win.
I know you got to watch film, but how do you think the offensive line? Any evaluation of that?
Yeah, well, in the first half, I didn't think it was good, but I don't know a whole lot of anything. It was good, but I didn't think in the first half we were as physical. And I was concerned coming in. They're a big, strong front and all that kind of stuff. But I thought we would, at least have some moments there, and then we did a little bit, but it wasn't really. It was hard to get any momentum going.
With the offensive line, the right side, we saw Donovan and Malik get some playing time towards the later part of the game. Was that injury-based or just a personnel change?
Injury-based, yeah, because chemo was out, and so that was why Donovan went in, and then we wanted to get Malik some reps, see what he could do. He's a pretty good player. You know, we're not done finding the right combination. I mean, we're 5 games into it. We still gotta. Sometimes you got to put a guy in there and game reps and see if he can handle it.
Rich, when a game goes like this and you do sit down to watch it, you have suspicions about what might have gone wrong. Where do you think you start to look and pay attention to?
Gosh, there's any number of things. You know, defensively, we couldn't get off on 3rd down. Seems like we missed blew some assignments on some covering some guys. Eye discipline was really bad. You know, looking in the backfield when you're supposed to look at your man. You know, there's kind of, I don't know if we miss some gaps or whatever it is. I mean, any number of things. But Zach will get it fixed. And the defensive staff will get it fixed. And then offensively, like I said, we're somewhat limited, but we got to come up with a plan. We got some players, and we got to come up with a plan to see what we can do to have success. And the special teams too. That's disappointing. We put a lot of time in there, and it's just, again, we didn't have any. We punted 3 times. They didn't punt any, but our kickoffs, I don't know what's going on there. All of a sudden, we can't kick the ball off. So we got to fix that too.
Rich, Ty Edwards warmed up
Yeah,
more so than last week, but never any chance for him.
No, wasn't ready to go. Couldn't go.
Rich, how do you make sure this doesn't snowball? I mean, you guys still got a lot of season left.
Yeah, exactly. We're not halfway through yet, and that's. But you wanna, you don't want to sit back and say this is okay either. I mean, I've done this a long time. I've won big and lost big, but you got to make sure the thing you got to make sure is your process and your things that you're doing is right. And I study that every day. I mean, I'm looking at what I did now, a year ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and then what other people are doing. I don't just sit back and say, well, I'm going to do the same old thing and be stubborn and not adapt the way you got to adapt. But there are certain things that are processed that's non-negotiable, and that's the things that we got to get better at. I don't got to come up with a whole new offense or defense or different practice plan, but whatever we're doing, we got to do a little bit better. And if they're with guys that aren't quite as experienced, which there ain't a whole lot of experience anyway, but we'll get it fixed. Play hard, get it fixed.
Okay, thanks, Coach.